Yeah, so this is an Outcry. This is the Prologue Demo 2, which is said to be a complete version of the Prologue. I don't recall exactly what happened in the previous one. I'm sure it'll come back to me. I have an understanding from the dev that some of the changes involved are improvements in dialogue and things like that, but there's still bits that are going to be familiar. But I don't remember, so we'll see if it kind of comes back to me. Alright, an Outcry. This game deals with numerous heavy topics, few content warnings. We're going to go ahead and view them, just because we want to warn people if there's any things they may have issues with. Has one or more instances of sudden noises, misgendering, transphobia, fascism, suicide, body horror, gore, impalement, flashing images, smoking, and drinking. Okay, please use your discretion and, most importantly, prioritize your mental and physical well-being over finishing or even playing this game. So just keep that in mind. That's kind of what this game is going to have in stock for you. If you have any issues with that, I do not fault you for going away for a bit. We've got a couple more games planned for tonight. But I want to, if I know a content warning, I want to let you know firsthand. Thank you. Please play with headphones if possible. Distant bird calls welcome the night. An itch. No matter how far you walk, no, you'll never feel like you're there. Standing up from their chair, the unnamed tosses a book to the ground. The itch intensifies. They forget. They need to scratch what's in their chest. Shoes get pulled over their heels. A jacket wrapped around their shape. The door is opened. They emerge. Now, they're almost in your hands. Almost. The unnamed turns toward the door, then back. They feel their pockets for desired items. Their cigarette, their lighter, their keys. Shit. They forgot all of it. It's gonna be a long night. They needed to get their mail downstairs. Their wrist is slender enough to do that without keys. Their addiction is a different story. They need a lighter and cigarettes. Not the first time they've made their rounds looking for that. There's a lot of time to kill. Enough time to bump smokes off of every one of their neighbors. Not sure if I mean, again, I'm kind of coming back to this without recalling the previous time I played. If it's intentional that these lights, they look very noose-like. I mean, obviously, except for this one. Mr. Schmidt opens the door. A strong odor of burning cigarette fills the air, overwhelming even the unnamed's trained nose. Schmidt's fingers are clamped around a smoke. For what little of his apartment they can see through the crack, full of books and full of piles of books and model ships. You, at my door, at 10 p.m. Yes, me, at your door, at 10 p.m. What do you want, boy? I am not... Well, go away. You snapped me out of focus. The unnamed sighs. Conversations with Schmidt typically don't go differently from this one. Maybe Mrs. Eisen will give them what they need, or better yet, Anne. Oh, this is made with RPG Maker 2003, I believe is what it said. Ms. Yilmaz? They think that that's their name. Honestly speaking, she's probably the neighbor they know the least about. Their paths briefly cross from time to time, specifically when she's following her janitorial duties around the building. As the unnamed knocks, an exhausted voice calls, "I'll be right there." Soon Mrs. Yildirim opens the door. From behind her, the unnamed can faintly hear two young boys arguing. "Good evening." "Good evening, Mrs. Yildirim." "That's almost my name." I'm sorry." "Mrs., I'm still married." "Ah, off to an easy start. What do you want to talk about?" How have you been, madam?" "I can't complain." "I guess I can't. Should be grateful, actually. Working is hard, but living could be worse." "Life could be better, too." "We should never ask for more than what we're given. It leads to unhappiness to do so." "If you believe so, madam." "I don't, really." "No, I understand what you mean." A beat. "If you're looking for a smoker, you've got the wrong door. There's one more to the left, or two." "Got it. Thank you. Good night." "Good night." Can I talk to her again? Miss Yildirim can be heard telling a bedtime story to her children in broken German. At the unnamed second knock, she hesitates, then carries on. They decide to leave her be. They hesitate. They don't think trying again will do them any good, and Schmidt nearly punched them once before. Best to walk away. Third time? Okay. Gotta confirm that. Okay, she's still telling the bedtime story. Again, loving the music. Behind a door, refurbished and polished to a sheen, lies a dreary hole, swallowed by whitewashed walls that flicker in the perpetual TV static. This is Miss Ison's place. After a few seconds of silence, she approaches, then opens the door. Her nightgown is dirty and reeks of cigarettes. "Why, hello. Who do we have here?" "The boy, but a girl, but a boy. Let me tell you, when you moved in here, you were half your current size. You're never going to be a girl like this, let me tell you." "Of course, Mrs. Ison. I needed to ask." "Yes?" "Got a cigarette to spare?" "Pardon, dear?" "I said, did I hear that right?" "Oh. Yeah, you can not be serious, dear." "Oh, no, 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 no. I certainly don't have any handouts to give to somebody as you. I thought you and I were on friendly terms, and here you are, asking me, again, for a gift, giving naught in return, ever. How wrong I was." "Pray tell..." Wait. Oh. What's going on? Okay, she just talks a lot. That's all that was going on. "Any which way, I cannot give you even a single cigarette until you've paid me for the ones you've already taken. I could certainly spare more if you were to give to the Bacchus for me. But, oh dear, it closed 3 hours ago. You may just have to wait." "Huh, always a pleasure, Gertrude." "Quite the opposite, dear. Pull your damn weight soon, and for heaven's sake, eat less." "Good night, Mrs. Ison." "Pardon?" "I said, good night, Mrs. Ison." "That is Miss to you." Oh, knock again. Okay. They really don't need that again. The unnamed has a sudden thought. They were told in Thera to be more assertive. Schmidt seems like the kind of person who would respond well to that. Or at least be bothered enough to give him cigs. Oh, well, let's, go over here first. The unnamed quietly smiles to themselves before their knuckle meets the door to their friend. Oh god. Who? Coming! They sway back and forth on their heels, waiting for one Anne Perot, the and other proclaimed poet extraordinaire. And there she is. 'Tis I, your gal pal. Hi, Anne. How you doing, girlfriend? Haven't seen you leave your apartment for anything but a smoke these past week. Can't be healthy. Oh, I see. Haha. Well, you have to bear with my pleasantries first, while they're hot. How are you? Pronouns, Anne. Remember, I'm non-binary. Oh, yes, of course, dear. Sorry. Can't wrap my head around it sometimes. I'm so sorry, baby. What's eating you? Out with it. I locked myself out. Who are you? How did you get in here? I'm a locksmith. And I'm a locksmith. Seriously, though, I can pay for a locksmith if you need one. No thanks. Some smoking supplies would be appreciated, though. I don't pronounce. I know what horror. If I had a cigarette, I'd offer you one right now. I don't even have a lighter. Oh, baby, I got a versatile million of those. Suit yourself. Which one do you want? Got the Trans Pride one, or the Skull one? I think I got the cool skull last time. That sounds like something I would do. We're going with the trans flag one this time. Trans rights. Aha! Person of taste. Here you are. The unnamed got a trans flag lighter. Thank you so much, Anne. Are you coming to smoke one with me? It is a very difficult choice, and I said I picked the skull one the first time I played the demo, back in the first version. How are you, Fallbird? Welcome. I'm so sorry, dear. I don't have any to spare. The cupboard and cardboard boxes are bare. No tail in sight. No smoke. No light. To hail the flame to burn so bright. You're okay, looming doom and all? Yeah, I'm trying not to think about it. I'm assuming it's the same reasoning. I did the whole early voting thing, so I'm gonna try my best to not think about it tomorrow. Because what the hell can I do at this point? I did what I needed to do. Yeah. Who said that? An extraordinary poet. Schmidt probably got what you need. I can smell his flat from the other end of the building. Tell you what, if you want to loop around and gossip, just let me know. Thank you, Anne. See you later. Teehee. Okay, so this time, I know that I missed some dialogue when I played the original demo because I got what I needed and went downstairs instead of trying to talk to people again. A long drawn-out groan is audible, coming closer. What the devil do you want now, boy? Please, stop calling me boy. Of course. Of course. This again. Look, I know what you are. You aren't a boy, that's fine. But you have to be a girl then. But you aren't that either. You're some wishy-washy in-betweeny and thing, and I'm truly sorry. I don't respect that. Make up your fucking mind. Why can't these people know their fucking place anymore? This game did, by the way, content warning on this, that there is some misgendering, transphobia, suicidal thoughts, things like that, so... May I have a cigarette? Sure, little man. Have a whole pack. Knock yourself unconscious on that sweet, sweet perfume. You know my cigarettes are self-rolled. I buy the tobacco from overseas. You'd better. Fucking appreciate it. And also, fall unconscious. Sleep. Quit disturbing me while I'm building model ships. Is this really okay? Yeah, sure. I roll like 100 of them every day. Knock yourself out. I had a cousin who would roll his own cigarette. He didn't smoke, but he just liked the to roll cigarettes for friends. So like when they'd come over, he would have them available for him. Are they strong? Fuck. Little buddy, they sure are. They'll knock the wind out of you. Now go have a pleasant smoke and then scoot off to fuck to bed. Make no more noise. That won't be possible. Lock myself out. Ooh, a long night ahead, huh? Well, don't come crying to me about it. You'll be an asshole. Okay. No one opened. The unnamed can hear the volume on a TV being pointedly increased. Okay, so he's blatantly ignoring us. It's not really a reason to disturb Miss Yildirim anymore. No need to disturb Miss Eisen. Her temper is hard enough to deal with as it is. Okay, here we go. This I missed last time. Oh. Ho ho! What's the word on the hallway? Press C to exit out? No. Let's see. Yildirim is pretty anxious. She has a reason to be. Her husband's been taking too long on that business trip of his. It's horrible to think about, but wherever he's gone, whatever he does now, he's not sending her back any money. Esma really adored Sinan, too. I mean, there's also a possibility, I know this is a new version of it, that there may be additional dialogue that wasn't there in the August build. And I think she's struggling a lot with the loneliness. When you love someone who doesn't, yeah, show that he didn't fucking deserve it, makes you anxious around people. Either way, she's good at heart. I will vouch for her to the ends of the world. Schmidt's an asshole. He's a bigoted old fart, and he smells about as good as that. Do you know, one time I was at the landlord's place incognito, obviously. His tongue was loosened. So much by the old grapevine that he got maudlin. Schmidt and him go way back. Classic nepotism. That grown-ass man started crying. He loved Schmidt so much. How they went through thick and thin, climbed a tower together somewhere or something when they were together in boarding school. Schmidt doesn't have a bad pension in the slightest, but guess what? The rent-taker lets him live here for free. Sure sings a different tune whenever it comes to Esma or, well, you. I heard music coming from inside. He's really into watching, well, you know, history programs. Weird conspiracy theories nonsense. He isn't even that dumb. His library is chock full of old good history books. But he's just become stranger and stranger with age. It might be the zeitgeist sweeping him away. Let's just hope he's not the sap that tilts the polls in the Freedom Party's favor. God, I hate Gertrude. I concur. I hope death takes her soon. Really, with how creaky her body is, she's lucky, or unlucky, to still be alive. I live next to that crone witch. Her coughing fits are frightening, baby. You should try to wean yourself off the stuff, too. I tried. Not an excuse. If I can do it, so can you. Let my nagging be your motivator. Either way, Einstein still has her wits about her. Make no mistake. You must have noticed that she can twist anything you say to an affront. I think the asinine TV shows she keeps me up with are a distraction to her. A reminder of a simpler time, maybe. I think she's a skeleton herself. A skeleton woman. World's first walking pile of bones. Hire that lady for the Praetor right now. They laugh. How are you, actually? Oh, dear. You do know I want to gossip with you, precisely to forget myself, right? Haha. Well, I'm doing alright. My latest novel is nearing completion. I was gonna hunker down and finish it tonight, but I found myself writing poems at the edges of manuscripts instead. Do you want to hear one? Of course. Alright. A light disguises from gray feathered blazes. Unnerving that the hands are so blue and so dead. Handprints on bodies move mountains on skin beds. Dazes from drugs, hazes through gazes. Distressed. Can bad perforations yet be made to get wet? Locked in skull heads, membranes, and car lanes? Keys made of brass shot from iron gone hot. Does anything in this life even matter? One might say yes, but I say it does not. Let's move on, okay, baby? Yeah. I think I'm all gossiped out. Alright, baby. Talk to you soon. I mean, unless there was another, poem? I'm just gonna confirm. Yes. Okay, it's the same one. Yeah, because it did specifically say to, press C to exit. So you never can tell. I just wanted to confirm. I made that mistake with Parsnip, not realizing there was, like, so much more dialogue. That I went through and played it again and got it all, and completely had my thoughts changed on the game. Well, not in the game. I still liked the game, still liked it afterwards. But the characters, their motivations felt a lot different. Save. I'm gonna try hitting my apartment again. Just to see. This is the Unname's abode. They're locked out. May as well bum cigarettes off the neighbors to kill some time. Okay. Which, I mean, we have. We have cigarettes and a translator. Ugh. Take the elevator. Yes? Hate this thing. The elevator stalls from time to time. They're always caught off guard by its arrival. Come on. Ugh. No reason to leave the building yet. The Unnamed slides their hand into the mail slot. They can feel a small sheet of paper. They catch it between their fingers and pull it out. Package arrived while they were sleeping. Due to occupant's absence, it was left at the front door of the building. Oh no. They should be stern with themselves and get the mail first. I think this is the floor I was on. Yeah, it is. Let's go grab the mail. The Vienna City Belt. Place of restriction. The constriction of tenant belts and cheap liquors served to hungry heads. People pass here only to get through, or by. The unnamed should know. Their packages is not before the main entrance, but there's something suspicious lying on the road. I don't think I saw this before. Stole per steen. Stumbling block. Substantive. 1. A figurative hurdle to somebody's thoughts, causing them to fail. 2. An art piece by artist Gunter Denmig. Inscribed there are the names of people killed by a force of hate. Here lived a name, a human being, a person, a specificity, a span of time in history. Institutionalized or fled, then caught by the Nazis and murdered. Killed on a specific date. Not the only one on that day, in a specific place designed for killing. Their absence is palpable here, with this memorial one among thousands. Maybe I did read it? The unname's eyes focus and stare off into the distance. Yeah, let's take a look around. Okay, move with the arrow keys. Examine with spacebar when the cursor changes. Cars speed by, all going the same direction further and further down the bend of the city belt. The odd police and ambulance blare their way past the unnamed. One time, about 2 years ago, the unnamed made a decision. They would go into the road and become a windshield passenger, like a bird or a bug. Yes, like a bug. At 1 a.m., they set their first step onto the tire-flattened asphalt. The day's fading heat warmed their shoes. No cars came for a few minutes. Traffic lights had changed. Yet soon, their approach turned imminent. For a moment, the unnamed did not care. It brought to mind the light at the end of the proverbial tunnel. A release. A better place. However, some kind of inner conviction pulled them, forced them back into the pavement. They swallowed their tears until they got back inside. All reasons, any reasons, weren't good enough. Aren't good enough. But sometimes, even now, they still want to go back to that moment and fight their survival instinct. Again, the trigger warnings, you want to be really cautious with that. The U6 line is a rotten place, filled to the brim with people, most of them impoverished. They don't like to admit this to themselves, but the unnamed, too, is poor. They had tried time and time again to get a job, to no avail. So they keep trying and trying and trying, their curriculum vitae in their head, or their dead hands, not impressive enough. Damn creepy dude. Sebastian Schrey is perhaps better known to the people of Vienna as the city's own mayor. The unnamed is sick of looking at his face, if they're honest with themselves. He's got a full-on, slasher smile going on. Looking at the stunted tree in the station shade, the unnamed is reminded of their old therapist. His office, even now, is just a couple paces from their apartment. At one point last year, before they would switch to someone different, that therapist gave them the task of drawing a tree. So they did, and handed in their result. The response they got was, "That's it?" They felt a little alienated from their therapist at that moment. It seemed almost as if they were that he wasn't assessing the milieu of the tree, the actual point of the therapeutic exercise, but their lack of artistic skills. Soon thereafter, other pieces would slot into place. The heated discussions on therapy time about whether fixing bikes or computers count as art. His obsession with keeping the unnamed a smoker. It's just what artists do, etc. And, of course, partner therapy. They'd really rather not think about Alex again. Just want to confirm that there is no other ones to look at. Maybe the horizon? Alright, there's clearly a package right here. The noise of the city belt is ever present. The unnamed can hear it in their apartment. The morning traffic greets their day. The sirens startle them. They can't escape it, at least for now. Beneath the many wheels, there's a battered copy of Robert Coover's The Public Burning. The contents of their package, it's insalvageable. Fucking hell. The graffiti on the wall says something to the effect of, "The rent here is shit." The unnamed agrees. Yeah, I'm just trying to be as thorough as possible. A piece of paper that's completely receded to the street. Dust to dust. Huh. I really need a cigarette. Not here, though. In the courtyard, shielded from the noise. Okay. There's extra ones. The unnamed wishes the car just took the damn thing with it already. Okay. That's all that one. We're going to confirm the rest of them. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, only one thing with this guy. The unnamed has a rich history with the U6 line. There's a reason they prefer their bicycle. Anything else with this? No, it's just the message again. Alright, we're just double checking everything to see if there's other dialogue that I may have missed. Especially when you're playing something that's meant to be a prologue to a larger game down the road. It's good to just try to get as everything that you can out of it. Alright, time to go in the back, I think. Let's go ahead and save. I'm going to try to go upstairs again. Now that we've been outside. No reason to disturb. I hear a groan, shuffling, a sigh, and then the sound of someone sinking back in their chair. One more time. There's a loud grunt and then a furious exhale. The unnamed thinks they can hear Schmidt slowly count backwards from 5. We're gonna get shot, aren't we? Schmidt is thundering towards the door. Shut the fuck up. Okay, yeah, we did it. He don't like us. Yeah, we've got the cigarettes. To be fair, I might have been able to get that dialogue the first time if I just kept knocking. Okay, no need to disturb her. What about our friend? Nope, nothing different. I was saying if we had anything regarding the our package. Alright, time to go out back and have a smoke, I guess. Out in the fresh city air, car fumes dampened by the apartment walls encircling them. The unnamed thinks, time to poison this place some more. Not realizing they meant their own body and not this building. They click the lighter and igniting it. Stone sparks firing at gas. The itch in their chest, the gaping maw makes grabby hands, clicks its jaw at the cigarette even before it's lit. Ah. The unnamed feels like they can focus a lot better now. Like their mind has traveled out from their body, like a carbon monoxide copy of them is sent to a safe place. Saved. Yeah, I mean, I thought I remember it being a little different. I said it was back in August when I played it, so I'm kind of trying to remember these things. How you doing, Munch? I know that sounds almost like I'm being insulting. Munch, munch, munch. There we go. Do not close the screen until you let's save it. 20 cigarettes, 15 slots diminished now by 1. They had better make the most of that. No, I can't complain. At least today. Yeah, this dirt definitely feels different. Yeah, because it got all, like, glitchy before, didn't it? An outcry. Yeah, as I said, I cannot wait to play the full game. I mean, I can wait. Obviously, I don't want the dev to burn themselves out trying to work on it, but I will definitely be one of the first to play it. The unnamed watches their exhaust travel about like a restless stray. They snap out of their nicotine stupor as the sound of a distant outcry is carried to them. Its reverberations are felt far and wide. The courtyard walls amplified it. Oh, just little subtle things like changing the word outcry to a different font. And I hate to I've used this analogy in the previous ones, but the House of Leaves when they've changed the color of the word house to make it really stand out. They're little things that can be done. You saw an ad for a chicken place that shall remain unnamed. I think I know the one you're talking about, Brawl, and that's completely fine. And City Bike. She usually goes grocery shopping with it. The Unnamed Bike. They believe this bike belongs to a kid that lives here. I fully intended to play to like watch my original play before, but I thought it'd be more interesting if I just kind of went in at it semi-blind again. The Unnamed is in your hands. But here, your hands cannot do anything. Here, the text lies unfinished. Hello, bird. Love this part. Oh! The quill had sprung and dropped from a desk. Let's check that bird. Leave it. I don't want to. No, I'll leave it knowing. Many quills with terrific purpose. Conspiracy birds can control narratives. The eyes down below. Did I miss that? The Unnamed can't fight this. Oh, this is different. I definitely don't remember this. Oh, wow. Their beating wings overshadowed all. It ends here. And it just closed to desktop. I gotta check it one more time. I have a save. I gotta check it one more time. There's certainly a possibility that it's got the same result, but we gotta be thorough. Yeah, that is absolutely different. As I said, I think I recall this being glitchy in the first demo. I mean, granted, the birds themselves are pretty glitchy to begin with. I'm gonna keep an eye out for these eyes that you mentioned. Oh, the bird's staring. Okay, that's I think what you meant. Under the sidewalk. Oh, okay. Those. I didn't quite pick on them as eyes before, but yeah. Yeah, they definitely are. The Unnamed can't fight this. So then we just give up. They are in your hands. They are in your hands. Reap. Oh, wow. Their beating wings overshadowed all. It ends here. So slightly different in the fact that we held off being killed. Though it looked like I had the moving around thing. I had to do this. I'm gonna do a third time. It looked like we had that looking at details thing like we had on the street. I'm gonna try that as well. It looked like run was grayed out. You know, maybe what I'll do is I'll try to save it if it lets me. I'm gonna look closer in. Is that bird gonna fall? Oh, okay. It's just for longer in than I thought. Okay, let's try saving now. First spot. Oops. I kept hitting the enter button. Yeah, we'll try run. Yeah, it's slightly grayed out. They're in your hands. Nope, that time it just happened. That may have been a glitch then when we saw the symbol. Thank you so much for the follow, Munch Munch Munch. Really do appreciate that. All right, so I think that we've thoroughly exhausted everything that this prologue demonstration 2 has. Uh, like before, really dig this game. Cannot wait to play the full version. I'm glad I had the chance to check out the second version of the demo. And you can definitely see the potential in the full version. Wasn't there something that happens when you go back inside? Let me try that. Now, are you saying like right from the get-go to go inside, or like after we were starting to see the eyes? Why would they go back? Yeah, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna take the save I have where I'm already well into the courtyard and turn around. That's what I thought it was. It was the very glitchy building. So it was the first save, and we'll go back now. Get out of my way, bird. Okay. Control narratives. Try it again. Oh, I saw it again. Maybe that's the like if there's RPG elements in the full version, it's like your quick indicator to say it's this character's turn. Yeah, the 0 I think is the attack missing. We're not doing any damage. So this time we're going to try to at least trigger the weirdness, and then we're going to head back. It'll be nothing but thorough. I think once the birds happen, we'll turn around. Oh, okay. Okay, so I think that's what the case is, that this is a loop. Like, it doesn't care which way I go, it's going to... the tiles are going to loop. Yeah. Let's see this. Okay, so the 0 must be like us attacking them, or as the player, because they did say we are in control, and it just does nothing. Yeah, that appears to be everything.